for me personally, next year is my 21st year as a teacher, and I almost feel like it's time to start over as a teacher. And so that part's really scary, but it's also kind of exciting. I haven't had iPad. I've had an iPad at home for about 5-6 years now, and trying to figure out how to use it in my classroom is interesting to see how it's all going to work. And I think today today's I think more than anything we're just becoming comfortable with the iPad more than anything.
Yeah, and I don't have an iPad. I'm not an Apple person, so just kind of figuring out how to get on things and off things and save things and this and that is what I'm doing today.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the iPad and Apple products, but today has been exciting because you're just learning a whole bunch of new things, tricks that I didn't even know existed on it. I think it's the way of the future. It's only technology is going to continue to improve, and I think it's going to be exciting for not only our department, for the whole school.
Yeah, I've never had an iPad before, so this is all new to me, and I just think it's really exciting. I feel like the world is at our students' fingertips with this thing, and our fingertips too as teachers. I mean, it's really, I feel like the possibilities are almost endless.
I agree. I think the tricky part is going to try to use what the iPad has to offer and connecting it to our existing curriculum and make it work on a daily basis. And it's going to be, the day-to-day with it is, it's totally going to be different from what most teachers have done. So there's a lot of work to do on our part to find those things that the students are going to be able to benefit most from. It's not going to be easy on it by any means by our part as a group of teachers to get stuff in front of them every day. But it's time for that, for sure.
Yeah, I think the kids are going to adjust easier than we are because they're coming up with this technology. They have it all in their junior highs and their elementary schools, and we're kind of just getting to it. But if we can do it, it can be amazing. If we can get what we need and get it out to the kids, it can be really cool.
And once we become comfortable with it, especially like JR said, it's going to open up so many doors that we don't even know yet.
Yeah. I think it can be so useful, and it probably could save money in other areas when it comes to textbooks and copiers and this and that, printers and all sorts of other paper, right? That now we're able to do it, and they just do it on one tool for all these other classes as well. So, I mean, I'm sure it's a big expense for the district and things like that, but I think that it's going to be well worth it.
If I had a child going to school here next year, I'd be excited for sure that they were going to get this.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be so amazing to get to go and see. I mean, right now, it's like one of those things where you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And it's a little bit scary, but it's also, for me, I would imagine, like very, very exciting.
I just think it's just such an efficient tool too. I mean, from a teacher standpoint, you get the feedback instantly from the students. You can give feedback to them instantly. It's just more efficient, more organized. Once you understand how to use the product, I mean.
And the iPad too, the product that they've chosen is fun. It's a cool little tool to do.
You hear a lot about, you hear the word engagement thrown around a lot. I mean, is there anything, this has got to be like something that has enormous utility in that area, right?
Because these are what our kids do. This is our kids' world. If we use our phones and things like that, just like the kids, they've grown up with it. So, for them to come back and do things on pads of paper and things like that. It's going backwards. So now I feel like we're at least at where they are with this.
With the apps and all the projects that you can create and all the video clips, and it's just awesome and amazing. We don't do the old projects that we used to do back in the day where they make like a shoebox project. Now it's
Poster board.
or poster board. Now it's videos and making podcasts and stuff like that. But super exciting.
The teacher voice is still important. Now, it's going to be different, I think, in terms of how you incorporate the lesson, and then where do we fit in? We can't just hand them over an iPad and say, here's your assignment, and then us take a step back completely, even though, we do want our kids to be able to go out and create and research. We still have to be there. We still have to guide our kids in the